Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on this, the final day of June 2020. We're halfway through this crazy year, and we couldn't have done it without you. Your stories and your show. This is UCaaS Connection. And we've got a big show for you this week, and it's starting to feel like I say that every week, but how else would you describe a show that features Jamaal Savwoir from 8x8 and Ray Nelson from ScanSource? We're talking partnership, Microsoft Teams integrations, master agent perspectives in the products we know and those we don't, and how these two tech giants are making the world a better place for us all. And if that weren't enough, AireSpring's John Young will join us to talk about episode 2 of the SD-WAN Show, which airs Thursday on the Globestream Broadcast Network. But first...
All right, let's close things out with an employee spotlight. Have you met Erica McCluskey yet? She is our channel marketing manager. Erica is based out of sunny San Diego and oversees our partner program. She's a mom of 2 who loves to travel and the outdoors. Erica has been to 20 countries and 41 states. Now that she doesn't have any travel plans in the near future, she has plenty of time to take care of our partners. So if you need help, reach out to your channel manager who will be able to connect you with Erica. And that does it for this edition of the Broad Voice Roundup. I hope you all have a happy and safe 4th of July. I'm Michael Farkas Jones, signing off.
Our friends at Broad Voice are doing great work and having a little fun along the way. The success of any business is based largely on the strength of its relationships between employees, with customers, and in this industry, maybe more than ever, the power of partnership between provider, agent, and master agent. Now, our guests today are excellent examples of success built on relationship. Jamaal Savwoir from 8x8 and Ray Nelson from ScanSource. Gentlemen, welcome to UCaaS Connection.
Thanks for having us.
Now, I think it's fair to say most of our viewers are familiar with your companies, but indulge me with a quick little bit about. Jamaal, let's start with you.
Yeah, thanks for the intro. And 8x8 is an award-winning global provider of unified communications and contact center solutions on an innovative single platform. We go to market through the best channel program in the industry, and it's all delivered in an as-a-service model that provides incredible value for customers. That's 8x8.
Excellent. And Ray, what should we know about ScanSource?
So ScanSource has traditionally been a distributor of hardware, very particular areas. We do a lot on communications, barcode, security, but not everybody knows about 4 years ago they bought Intelisys, and so now we not only handle distribution, but we also do the master agency model with the Intelisys model.
Now, gentlemen, I've alluded to the unique nature of your relationship, and the results certainly seem to speak for themselves. Ray, let's stay with you for the moment. What can you tell us about the uniqueness of your relationship with 8x8?
Yeah. I remember when 8x8 came to us and wanted to come into the agent channel, right? They hadn't really played there. And they were a direct model, and I am amazed with the success that we have built in the agent channel. And I think sort of unique today is they're taking that same enthusiasm, that same approach, and applying it to our traditional ScanSource VARs. And so I think that go-to-market approach is going to produce tremendous success. And no matter how you want to consume it, be it through agent or VAR model, they have a very unique approach.
Now, the impact of COVID has been, at the very least, a force of disruption to businesses everywhere. It's another great reason to embrace partnerships and the support they provide. Jamaal, this one's for you. Tell us how 8x8 has risen to that occasion during this tumultuous year.
Well, it really started out with being able to support customers. When you have customer relationships that go through a channel partner, it's really important to be responsive and come up with ways to help customers through troubling times, especially like we're having right now. So we introduced some services, rapid expansion services where customers could add additional seats, at a very rapid time, but also helped customers transition from working in a workplace agents and employees working from anywhere. So one of our quick turnarounds was a 48-hour turnaround for a 200-seat contact center where all those agents had to start working from home, and they were supporting people providing essential services like food deliveries and things like that. So that was a critical win for us to be able to turn that around quickly. We also had some customers that their employees were forced to work from home within hours. So we had to make large deployments happen over weekends to make sure that people could continue to work while they were dealing with the current situation. So a couple of big wins there. And since the initial crisis, we've also pivoted to helping our partners reach out to more customers and continue to operate their businesses and find new ways to engage with their prospects.
Now, I want to bring the conversation back to the relationship between you both and your companies. How have you worked together in response to the pandemic's effect on the nation's workforce? Ray, we'll start with you.
Yeah. What we found is we found a lot of our partners who were just struggling with, how do we handle this? How do we advise our customers and what's available to them? And so, we worked on a campaign. It was called Go Remote, which basically educated our partners on what's available to them, what programs, what devices they might be able to have access to be able to help that customer take their workforce and just be a remote workforce, which, we've seen this develop, during COVID. And I think this is going to be a lot of the go forward, process that everybody has to support. So 8x8 was really big and integral working with us in trying to educate our partners in that campaign. We did a virtual summit, which they participated in. So I'd say the biggest thing that we've been working together is really educating partners on what's available to them.
Outstanding. And Jamaal, anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, it was really nice to be invited to the Supplier Illumination Series. That was a real innovative way to reach out to partners through the Intelisys ScanSource relationship, where we got to spend 3 separate times talking about different things that 8x8 can bring to the table, like state and local government education type resources, resources around new and innovative integrations, as I know we're going to talk about a little later. But that Supplier Illumination Series was great for 8x8 to be able to get our message out to the ScanSource and Intelisys communities.
Gentlemen, we have seen an unprecedented increase in unified communications in just a very short period of time and in just about every form. Now, I want to ask you both about this as well as some other questions and a key integration for 8x8, and we're going to do that when we come back.
At 8x8, we're all part of the partner community. We're a partner company. Period. It's not just one faction of our business. We're all in the channel here.
Our partners are our lifeblood.
Starting with our CEO, Vic Verma, all the way through our receptionist at headquarters, everyone knows that we are a partner-first community.
We view the channel as an extension of our direct sales team. They have built relationships at all levels with the customer. I see no value in replicating those relationships. I see value in becoming very, very tight with the channel and using them as an extension of our company.
We take care of our partners. We partner with them. We stand alongside them as they go to the customer community.
I have the most dedicated channel marketing team in the world that'll come to their sub-agent's location, come to the master agent's location, train, enable, email campaigns.
Business choices are personal and communication is definitely personal. Our partners have clients that really trust them because so much of what we do is based on our relationships with each other, based on our relationships with our partners and their relationships with their customers, and those are personal.
I believe in our story, and I believe in our technology, and I believe in our people. And you bring all of those things together, and I think you have something special.
Our story is tremendous, and it's a very easy one to convey to differentiate our masters in the marketplace.
We continue to see record-setting growth across the globe with regards to our partner community.
Ultimately, companies succeed by taking care of their customers, and channel is absolutely integral to making sure that that happens.
8x8 can't do this on our own. It takes a community to deliver this platform to the world. And that's what partners are all about.
It's just a really great feeling to be part of a team that puts so much love, care, devotion, passion, tenacity, integrity into our partners.
We've come a long way with our partners, and I can't thank them enough for all that they do to make 8x8 a success.
8x8 is only successful when our partners are successful.
I'm very excited about what we're going to be able to do together.
We are back. My guests are Jamaal Savwoir with 8x8 and Ray Nelson from ScanSource. Gentlemen, just before the break, we referenced the increase in UCaaS, but it hasn't just been the result of COVID. This is a technology that has been gaining in relevance and you might even say necessity for some time. Jamaal, this question's for you. How have you seen the technology grow?
Yeah, I've been talking to partners about this recently, and the thing that I keeps coming to mind is, the no decision competitor is dead, has gone by the wayside. I've been around unified communications for quite some time, the last 5 years with 8x8, and it used to be that customers would kind of think, oh, this is something I may move to later. I may move my communication to the cloud later. I can wait to figure out my disaster recovery business continuity strategy. But all of that decision-making time is really going way shorter, and it's really time for people to kind of figure out that now is the time to move to unified communications. The technology has grown from, ideas about cost savings or dial tone or ease of use to real integration with business applications, expansions into contact center, leveraging other tools like instant messaging and group messaging, but also connecting things like contact center to your unified communications infrastructure and having that be a single platform for employee engagement, for customer engagement, and just the size of the opportunities continue to grow. The adoption rate in mid-market enterprise companies continues to grow, and we see some great things happening in the technology, especially now that people want to be face-to-face, they want to be on video, but they want all that tied together. They want the analytics behind it, and they want to be able to make real business decisions and get insights from their communication. So lots of different growth in the industry. It's nice to see all those different things coming together and for everybody to be able to provide that on a single platform.
Ray, we'll have you jump in here. What's your take on it?
Jamaal brings up some really, really good points. And, UCaaS was big before COVID hit, right? I've been at Intelisys for 8 years, and we saw, in the early days, it was, if you had an opportunity that might have 500 seats, that was a pretty big deal. Now we've just seen that it doesn't matter what size deal it is. It could be tens of thousands of seats, and it's a viable option for them. And then one thing for me that I think 8x8 has done a tremendous job is we've seen deals go from which were mostly domestic deals to global deals. And, if you have an international company, 8x8's a great solution for something like that. So, deal size has definitely increased, and then COVID has just driven the concept that, UCaaS is here to stay.
Now, of course, when a technology grows, the question inevitably becomes how well do they work together? And this brings us to a big announcement about a certain integration with a certain platform that's creating some serious buzz. Jamaal, tell us about it.
Well, the cat's out of the bag for sure. We've announced 8x8 Voice for Microsoft Teams. It is really the best option for enterprise telephony for your Teams environment. Very, very many users have gone to Teams either because they've chosen that as their collaboration suite or because they've been dragged kicking and screaming into Teams. But either way, it's here to stay. Gartner estimates about 85 million daily active users on that platform, but many of those companies don't have an enterprise telephony strategy, and that's where 8x8 comes into play. So it is orderable today. We've gone through proofs of concept. We've involved partners in our proofs of concept, and we have some really exciting things to say about it. So definitely get with us. We're glad to talk to you about it more. We can make these demos available. It's live. It's active right now. So Voice for MS Teams from 8x8.
Now, Ray, as a master agent, what does this do for your organization and those businesses that you work with?
Yeah, ScanSource saw the Teams adoption growing, and so we actually went out and purchased a platform called Cascade, where we can order a partner can order Microsoft license, Office 365 licenses through it. So hearing about the 8x8 integration to Teams was music to our ears, because we've just seen a tremendous amount of adoption of Teams. So being able to take a world-class platform like 8x8, be able to team it, no pun intended, with Teams is music to our ears, and then I was very, very impressed with how far they took their integration. A lot of the times we've seen just simple, like SIP type integrations to it, but they're really going above and beyond. So really excited about that future with those platforms.
Jamaal, this question's for you. Why does the integration between 8x8 and Microsoft Teams make sense?
Yeah, there are two main things. It's simplicity and flexibility. We make things very simple for the IT administrator. We've gone to great lengths to integrate at the user level between Microsoft Teams and 8x8 so that the user administration is simple and easy for IT administrators, but also we keep the user at the center of the Teams experience. There are no additional things cluttering the desktop. There's no widgets hanging off the Teams interface. It works on mobile. It works with the Teams phone if you have that. So we have everything that you need to operate your Teams environment and have world-class telephony behind it, but keep your user experience the same. So that's really allows that simplicity. On the flexibility side, we bring additional integrations to the table outside of the Microsoft ecosystem. So when you think about Salesforce or NetSuite or Zendesk integrations, when you think about connecting contact center to your Teams environment, 8x8 brings a number of solutions to the table that you just don't get from Microsoft. So lots of benefits there for the end user, the IT administrator, simplicity and flexibility.
Now, this question is for both of you. There are some limitations with Teams, as great as it is overall. Do you have any concerns there? Ray, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I think Teams is a great platform, and I use it each and every day. But the reality is when you get into at this point in time, when you're getting into a really robust feature set for UCaaS, it's sort of limited, right? And I think, that integration with 8x8, that's what they're adding to it, those extra feature sets that go above and beyond, contact center as an example. That is what really, makes it much more usable when we're looking at it for an enterprise environment.
Jamaal, over to you.
Yeah, the interesting thing is there are lots of enterprises that have position versus persona type of users in their environment. Think about a loading dock or a retail store where you have different people coming in and out and different things going on that you don't necessarily need a full Teams user for that type of a user experience. So by having 8x8 and Teams together, you can place telephony where you need it and not have to worry about consuming Teams licenses. So there's some benefits in some places where Teams isn't the exact right fit for every use case in a large enterprise that we can augment and make that even a better experience for the customer. So I'd say Teams is going to continue to grow. I'm sure there are development efforts there around improving the experience, but I don't think it'll always be the right fit for every place where you have a phone in an enterprise.
Appreciate your response. Okay, gentlemen, this is a two-part question for both of you. First, Jamaal, what is 8x8's go-to market strategy? And Ray, how is ScanSource helping with that effort?
Well, our go-to-market strategy is the channel. We love the channel. We have long relationships in the master agent channel, and through the ScanSource relationship, we're now also offering this great platform through the VAR channel. So those individuals that continue to prefer to operate their business as a value-added reseller, own their customer relationship, handle things like first call support, installation, billing. The VAR model is perfect for them, and 8x8 has the best VAR program in this UCaaS industry, in this CCaaS industry for that. So that go-to-market continues to grow, and ScanSource is a big part of that for us.
Over to you, Ray.
Yeah, and from our perspective, Jamaal hit it right on the head. We're seeing growth in multiple areas. The agent community has just been so successful. Now that VAR approach is starting to come up, and for us, we have the ability to work with 8x8, be able to add on components to it, be it headsets, cameras. They can procure, if somebody doesn't have an ability to be able to procure the Microsoft licenses for Teams, they can come through us. So really we're in it, our view is we're an enabler. We are here to help our partners be able to bring best of class suppliers like 8x8 to the table and solve real world problems. And, I'm blessed to be able to have a tremendous engineering team of over 60 people that, we can help them solve almost any problem.
I think, fellas, that we're seeing the power and value here of having a great master agent in your corner, and that really brings us back to where we started. relationship, and that is when we're going to finish as soon as we come back. Our guests today, 8x8's Jamaal Savwoir and Ray Nelson with ScanSource, are talking partnership, integration, and supportive relationships. Ray, we've focused a lot on intangibles that bring peace of mind during a crazy season, but let's talk products for a moment. What are some of the things that you see coming from Jamaal and his team that have you really excited as a master agent?
To me, like I said, that Teams integration is one big thing. For me, the 8x8 product is the robustness of the product that they have, right? It's not just a typical basic UCaaS. You have CPaaS capabilities, you have contact center capabilities, you have these integrations, you have a global platform. So, all of these features combined give them the ability to address anything from a small opportunity to, a global enterprise opportunity. And, that's just kind of unique to me, so.
Well, that's got me excited as well. One of the things we like to do here at UCaaS Connection is highlight the value of partnership, and I believe we've done that today and then some. But before I let you go, I'd like to give you both an opportunity just for a minute to play pitchman for one another. So Ray, we're going to start with you. Tell us why 8x8 is the best choice for any business.
Oh, wow. I feel like a broken record on this one, but you know what? I think I just did that, but the reality of the situation is global platform, feature-rich platform, world-class service. You put all of that together is a great platform and a great company to do business with.
Well said, sir. And now, Jamaal, what great things do we need to know about ScanSource?
Well, look, I'm going to go back a little bit and just talk about some great things like, hey, Ray is a great running buddy, so I'm training for a marathon. I've run a couple of halves, but, when we used to be in the ancient times, when we used to be able to get out in the world, I could call Ray anytime and say, hey, let's go for a run. So that's a big part of it. But, that just speaks to the closeness of the relationship we have here. Intelisys, ScanSource, they've always brought great education to the channel. They've always brought great events to the channel. I enjoy the things that they've put together around just educating partners, but also the fact that, they deliver. They're reliable. And can't ask for a better partner in this whole industry. So it's awesome.
Jamaal Savwoir, Ray Nelson, it's been a genuine pleasure. Thank you both for joining us at UCaaS Connection. Do come back and see us again, and congratulations on your shared success. Thank you, gentlemen, and be safe.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Now, we say it every week, and we really mean it. UCaaS Connection is your show, featuring your stories the way you want them told. Do you want to be a featured guest? Well, tell them how it's done, Nancy.
If you would like to be a featured guest on UCaaS Connection, let us know. We are here to help you tell your story. Visit us at ucasbeat.com or through our UCaaS Connection social media pages. You can request an interview, submit stories, updates, big wins, or anything else that's newsworthy by emailing us at featureus@ucasbeat.com. These are your stories, and this is your show.
2 weeks ago, we launched a brand new show based on feedback, popular requests, and social media trends. The SD-WAN Show Episode 2 is coming at you this Thursday at 2 p.m. Central. And here to tell us a little more about the host is the host for Thursday's show, my friend John Young, Senior VP and Channel Chief at AireSpring. John, welcome to UCaaS Connection.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Hey, tell us about this episode of the SD-WAN Show.
Well, this episode's going to be great. We're going to talk a little bit about the state of the union of SD-WAN, kind of where it's at now in this new landscape. We're not just going to talk about technology, though. We're going to look at how agents can benefit and profit, and then kind of look at where are the new opportunities. It's not all doom and gloom. There are some great opportunities to be had in all the noise that's out there.
Now, you've got quite a panel lined up. Tell us about them.
Well, as any sales guys should do, they bring in the big guns when you need to close a deal. So what I've done is assembled a dream team here. Mike Chase, who runs our SD-WAN boot camps, he's our SVP of Solutions Engineering. And our two global SD-WAN gurus, Dave Pierce and Eli Lasich.
Outstanding. Now, at the risk of getting a little bit into the weeds here, what is AireSpring's role with regards to SD-WAN technology and solutions?
Well, AireSpring's a 100% channel company, and as such, we have to always be on the innovative end, evolving our offerings, and looking at how we can benefit the agent and their customers. So what we've done is come up with some great new offerings that we look to unveil here on Thursday with a new website and some new offerings in a global capacity. So we're really interested to show you guys what we're doing.
Well, we can't wait to see, hear, and learn more about SD-WAN from the minds who know it best. Thank you, John. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
And my friends, that is going to be it for this week. Now, take a break, relax. In just a few short hours, we will be on the other side of this year. We will get through it, and we will come out of it stronger and smarter than we were before. So until then, stay safe, keep your distance, and always, no matter what, stay connected.